Smoke on the terrace and into the kitchen. I don't want no other way of living. Smile so big.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmina and welcome to my YouTube channel. For today's video, I'm gonna show you how I do my everyday makeup slay. Yeah, that sounded much better in my head. I'm gonna show you what makeup products I use almost every single day. I'm also gonna share some tips and tricks with you. So if you want to know how I created this glowy, gloss skin, blushy, bronzy makeup, please keep on watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any video that I make. So for now, let's start with a video. Okay, so this is my bare face without any makeup. I always start my makeup with a good makeup base, of course. If your makeup base isn't good, or if the base under your makeup isn't good, your makeup won't look good either, baby. So I begin my skin prep with two products. I use this CeraVe PM cream and then the CeraVe AM cream. So I use them both. Oh, this feels so good. I'm obsessed. So for primer, I don't like a really sticky primer. That just doesn't work for me. It gets really patchy on my skin, so it doesn't really work for me. What does work for me is like a creamy primer, and the one that I'm loving at this minute is the NYX Bear With Me Daily Moisturizing Primer. I don't really believe primer is about keeping my makeup in place. I do believe like a good prep and a fixing spray and the way you apply things is gonna keep your makeup on. So this really works for me. It gives me like really nice base to work with. It also like makes my skin really glowy, like look at that. Then for brows, I've seen this all over TikTok and Instagram, and I've recently been using it's the Got2b Ultra Glued Styling Gel. This one, I seen a lot of people use the yellow one, but they didn't have it in my drugstore, so I use this one. I have really thick and like stubborn brow hairs. They won't go up like by themselves, even though I do laminate them, but still it's really hard to get them up, and this one really gets the job done. So I'm really happy with this. I've been feeling the glowy trendy makeup trend whatever lately, so I really like a glowy skin over matte skin. So I always start with Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, I guess. I use the color 5. I'm just gonna blend this out with a fluffy brush. This one, it's the 36 brush from Makeup Studio Amsterdam. I'm just blending this into my skin. For foundation, I've been loving the NYX Born to Glow Natural Radiant Foundation lately. I use the color Neutral 10. I take my big fluffy beauty blender. It looks like the Coco Cosmetics Marshmallow, but it isn't. I really want to try that one because everyone is talking about it and I cannot get my hands on it. I just don't know why. This foundation, you guys, it's glowy, it's for coverage, it has the coverage, it has the glow, it just has everything you need. For concealer, I have my favorite. Like, I've been loving these for a long time right now. Of course, I'm talking about the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I have the mini. How cute is that? So the first color I always use is Natural Beige. This one is like, it is light, but it's just natural. And then I use Snow. This is one of the lightest colors in their range, and I use this one to highlight and to add like that bright under eye, because that's absolutely what I go for. I don't like dark under eye, I don't like pink under eye, I like bright under eye, and this one gets the job done. I start on the edges of my nose and I work my way to my inner corner right there, and then I do a stripe right here, apply a bit here, here, and on the forehead a bit, and then on my nose I literally do 2 dots like that. I'm just gonna add a bit right here to add that right under eye, as I mentioned, on my nose, and a bit here and here. So with this concealer, what I do, I let it dry for a minute or something so I get more coverage. For contour lately, I've been obsessed with the Huda Beauty Tantour. I use the color Light, so I'm just gonna place my brush right here and I'm gonna blend it right above my cheekbone. As you can see, it blends so nice. It's so creamy. That's what I love about this product, and the color is actually perfect. I'm going to use my my damp beauty blender. I'm just gonna start right here. I'm just blending that concealer together, and again I just start on the sides of my nose. I love to extend it till up here to create that little mini lifted effect. Lately I've been obsessed with blush. I don't know what happened. I went from hating blush to loving it like a bit too much. I'm obsessed. A product that I know you guys gonna love because it's literally €3. Primark blush stick, and this is like, I don't know, it doesn't have a name, but it's like the peachy color. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I know. We're gonna blend it, of course. I'm just applying a bit here. And recently I've been loving blush on my chin. I don't know, it just like creates that cute effect or whatever. I feel with this product, if I use a beauty blender, it does like absorb the blush and it's not as pigmented as I want it to be. So I always use a brush for this. Look at that. Oh my, that was it for like the creamy products for now. I'm gonna switch over to the powders and set this face. So recently I've been loving the blend, set, bake technique. I don't know who created it, but if you know, comment it down below. Start with blending my concealer in really good so I don't have any creases or whatsoever. A thin layer of powder, and then I'm just gonna set that concealer, just like a really thin layer so that the concealer doesn't go anywhere. Then to bake my under eye, I like to use a loose powder. I go in with the Huda Beauty powder in the color Banana Bread. I love this powder. It's almost empty, but it's a really good powder. Like, I'm not gonna be around the bush. It's a really good powder. So with a little powder puff, I'm going to bake my under eye, and I'm gonna make sure I'm really pressing the powder in there. Follow me on Instagram or on my socials for a long time. You already know what bronzer I'm talking about. I've been using this bronzer for way too long now. Talking about the Fenty Beauty bronzer in the color Caramel Cutie. This is the mini size. I just like to dab it on my cheekbones and also on my forehead, just like to set that cream bronzer. Or fluffy brush that's angled and dipping into my bronzer, and I'm just going to contour my nose, just like a normal OG contouring 101. It's nothing special, honestly. Snatched nose. Also going to bake underneath my bronzer, just to snatch that area a bit. Powder, blushing. I love this step. Like, I can talk about blush for like almost a day. That's how much I love it. Anyway, I use the Kylie Cosmetic blush. This is Winter Kiss, but like, this blush went through a lot, guys. So I'm just applying it a bit higher, and then I'm just blending it down. Like, I get that some of you might think this is like too much. It's like too much blush, but I just love it. I love the look of it. It's just me. Like, do you? If you don't like that much blush, do you? Don't add so much. But for me, I love this. Also on the chin, as I said before, I'm just like setting that cream blush with powder. So for every day, I don't do a lot with my eyes. I basically do like these steps always. I take my Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. This palette also went through a lot, but I love it. It just has like these neutral colors in it, and you can already see which colors I use the most. I take the color Substitute for Love. I just apply this on my whole eye just to add a little bit of depth and color onto my eye so it isn't like that pale. I take a small angle brush and I go into the color Freshly Toasted. It's like this red brown color, I am obsessed with like brown liner at the minute. I love me a good black bold liner, but for daily wear I really love brown liner, especially one with like a red undertone. Just like a small wing, nothing too special, nothing too heavy. Then I'm gonna apply mascara and my favorite lashes at the minute. I'm going to be sticking on half lashes, and I want them to blend seamlessly with my own. My favorite half lashes at the minute, it's the GGB Blossom half lashes. These lashes are literally perfect. They're made as half lashes, so just the outer corner, and they just create that lifted eye look. I'm just going to stick the lashes on the outer corner of my lash. The last step I do for my eyes is I add the same brown color I did in my crease on my lower lash line, just to create that cute eye look. I don't know, it's just, I just feel like it really makes the eye look, and it also looks like you put a lot of effort in. Can you see? The difference is just really beautiful. I like it. What I like to do is I take a pressed powder. I use the pressed powder I used in the beginning, a really light one. Again, this is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder in the color Fair. It's almost a white one, but this is really what gets my bright under eye to bright under eye. Like, this is like the powder, this is like the crucial step that makes my bright under eye pop, and I love it. So I just take my brush, I dip it into that powder, like a good amount, and then I just wipe that baking off while stamping this product in. I know some of y'all are gonna think literally how much powder you're gonna add, but this is the last powder, I promise you. I take the same powder that I used, but in a different color. For now I use the color medium. This color is like almost the same as my skin tone. It's still a bit too light because I got a bit of a tan, but I just take a really big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take this part of the bake off while pressing it in with a neutral powder. Then a step that I've got a lot of questions about is how I get my skin to go from this matte airbrushed face to a glass skin glowy face, and the product I'm talking about is the Laritzi Cosmetics Fine Dew Pot, like a creamy consistency. I love this, and I promise you after this video you're gonna love it too. Look at this. Oh my god, it's literally giving glass skin. That's like glass skin with one product. I love it. You need this. For setting spray, I always use the Fix Plus from MAC, and remember, go far away with this product because it will literally spray your makeup away. Far away. I feel like setting spray also makes everything melt together, make all of the colors pop more. A favorite lip combo, I use the Primark lip liner in the color Spice. I love Primark lip liners. They're so affordable and they're so creamy. And then I use a lip oil from a brand called GGB Beauty. I think it's better than the Dior lip oil. Don't come for me, try it for yourself and you will see, girl. But this stuff is really good, and it's so creamy and juicy. It's perfect. I love Dainty. It's like a pinkish shade. It's just perfect. I love it. It's so nice. I love to overline, as you can see. I just gave myself some Botox lips. Okay, that was the last step of my makeup. Let's change the look and I'll be back. Okay, you guys, this is the makeup look. This is my everyday slay. Let me know in the comments what you think of the products I use, if you use any products that I use, or if you have any other makeup products recommendations. Let me know in the comments. Like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe on my channel, as I will be posting a lot of makeup content, also fashion content, whatever you like content, but especially makeup and fashion. So please don't forget to subscribe on my channel, and I see you guys very soon. Love y'all.
Smoke on the terrace and into the kitchen. I don't want no other